The aftermath of the legendary Daddy Lumba's death has been a lot, right? There's been a lot of conversations and dialogues that has been going on after Daddy Lumba's death, and it's expected. I mean, he's a big name, so obviously, in these kind of great and headlines issues like this, people will speak about it. Some are talking about his good aspects. Other people are talking about how he used to deal with promoters and how he really was. Some people claim that we don't really know him like we think in the limelight, that there's sides to him that you and I are not preview of that. But personally, some of the people that I've not met him personally, but some people that have met him have always spoken good about him. Like, he's very affable, loving, and he's very accepting. So I mean, people have their perception on a lot of things, and we are humans. We all have different dimensions to our personalities, and one thing that might not precisely be good for one person will be good for another person. Well, outside of the fact that they've been having conversations about how he was in terms of personality, his family heard, in Ghana, we call it Ebusha Penny, is also in the scene talking about the fact that Daddy Lumba didn't contribute so much to the developmental project in his hometown. And it's alleged that the wife of the Lumba doesn't even know the family. Well, the family is huge, so I mean, most most people, they don't know the family, their extended family, the family that their spouse comes from in terms of the extended family, because everyone is busy with their life, and sometimes you just don't have the time to actually go to some certain meetings. So you and some people are in abroad, some people have traveled and all that, so sometimes it's not just convenient. So when the man spoke about the fact that the family is having issues with the wife, I personally was like, okay, maybe it's an issue of misunderstanding. Because I mean, why this point? I mean, at the end of the day, personally, if you ask me, I don't know about you, but personally, if you ask me, I feel this is not the right time for these conversations to be aired. I mean, if it's going to be spoken about, at least it should be private, right? It should be a private issue. I particularly feel it shouldn't be an issue whereby it's in the public domain, because it's we are still in the early stages of Daddy Lumba's death, and I feel like his personality and the achievement that he did shouldn't be tarnished in a certain way with unnecessary, I mean, family drama. That's what I think. I don't know about you. I don't know whether you chanced on the video on online, or you've seen it on the media where the family member is talking about some of these things. And I don't know what you think. I feel like it's not the right time. Maybe when things are a bit okay, when things are laid low, and maybe our grandfather has been put to rest in the right way, in the rightful barrier, then maybe we can talk about these things, right? But anyway, that's also another conversation. Another conversation that's been popping up is Kojo and Cancer Lil'Win. Now, he's trying to revive the Ghana movie industry, right? And what he's trying to do is he's trying to tell stories of certain people. And, this way of actually producing movies, most people in Ghana seemingly don't really are not feeling. I don't really know whether it's the way, it's the manner of his storytelling, or his personality, or I don't really know. But certain section of Ghanaians, especially in the media, are not really feeling his vibe. I don't know whether it's a personal issues, but personally, if you ask me, I feel like Otu Anamompa, okay, he's seen that there is work to be done in the industry, and then he's doing his best from his level of financial strength, and from his perspective, he's actually trying to revive the movie industry the best way he can, because he did a country called Ghana, and he invited people from Nigeria, like actors like Ramsey Noah and the rest, to come here and then shoot, which requires a lot of. I mean, you have to invest, because these people, you are going to pay for them. Okay, so I think he's trying, and that particular movie, the buzz was there, the promotion was there, but along the line, something went wrong when Lil'Win was allegedly going to one of his premieres, and he oversped, and then he crashed into another man's car, which unfortunately led to the death of a young child. Now I think it stole the spotlight from that particular movie because now the whole news was about the fact that Lil'Win has crashed someone's car and it has led to the death of a child. And people felt like the way he handled issues with that particular case wasn't the right way. So it's sort of demeaned or sort of lowered the kind of expectation from that kind of Ghana. How do you call it? A country called Ghana. Because, I mean, probably if that thing didn't happen, maybe it would have gone far. Now, one of the key people that are actually spearheading the media space in Ghana is KSS, which is spearheaded by Kojo Sheldon. And recently, his right-hand man, Scanty. Now, the issue with Kojo Sheldon and Scanty and Kojo Lil'Win, I don't really know what's going on, but it's been back and forth for a while now, whereby Kojo Sheldon and Scanty, when Lil'Win releases a movie, they just, I feel like they are just media people that are giving their honest opinion about what they think should have been done or can be done with the movie that Lil'Win produces. But sometimes you can't say that without being a bit of a critic, right? Criticizing the movie a little bit. And then Lil'Win also feels like when they speak that way, it sort of demeans his movie because they have the space, they have the reach. So he feels like they are intentionally trying to subdue his production.
Scanty. With this kodo, with this submarine. When I will say, moving no, young stop me. Near first celebrity will be with the young ball. Scanty. Whoa. Scanty. When you got the shotting, I tell my young chairman on me. After this movie, you know, cut off me, I swear. And if you can't say, I ban stop me. No moving, no yay. Adia Obiu. Eh, Scanty. Oh, what's that? We have a tie. With this, we have a tie. With this, tractor. What's Scanty? I didn't know what. About Tisson. I cried Tisson. Timunya tick and gay. I never. Uno master mutisa ate. O masa o shadi trim hapa. Mo. Ghana ha mene bata. Scanty. Conditioning. Satwala team ma me. Say SM phone team ma me reason empire. I will let you guys know say me. Nobody. Who Scanty? Guys, uncle.
Right, and Charlie. Well, I don't know, but this one, I think it's just one of those things, personally speaking. Because after the Daddy Lumba's death, Lil'Win is supposed to premiere his movie, that's Captain Ibrahim Traore, which is supposed to happen on the August 2nd. That is like 3 days from now, right? Yes, 3 days from now. Now, coincidentally, the Virgil night for Daddy Lumba has also been dated to 2nd August. Now, this is the issue. Lil'Win went to Akuma FM to actually express his dissatisfaction with the fact that he feels like he's maybe being targeted. He feels like he's being sabotaged. I don't know what you think, but what do you think? Do you think he's being sabotaged? No. Okay, let me explain this to you. So, what if like Lil'Win actually decided to date the premiere of his movie on the 2nd of August, right? And then I'm sure he started making the preparation even before the demise of the legendary Daddy Lumba, right? And then all of a sudden something comes in and then now it steals the whole spotlight from him. Sometimes some of these things, it happens. Then coincidentally, the Virgil night for Daddy Lumba is also dated on the 2nd of August. And he feels like it's a sabotage. Well, from his perspective, I'm guessing he's probably thinking that there's a lot of investment that has gone in, because I'm sure by now he's already taken the venue for the event and he's made some payment for certain things, so part payment, and it won't be refunded. So you don't have any option but to proceed with the initial plan. So obviously, from chief executive officer's perspective or the financier of the program, obviously he won't be happy because the expectation is now lowered because there's another traffic that has been directed towards the Virgil night. So on the other hand, the I don't know whether it's the Ghana creative. He was saying something about a creative industry that they intentionally sabotaged him, but the group of people that actually sat down to actually date the day for the Virgil night on the 2nd of August, I personally think that they I don't think they will sit down and decide that they want to sabotage somebody's work. I mean, what has the person done to them? Yeah, I feel maybe it's just a mere coincidence. Perhaps they didn't even know that something like that will be happening on that very night. And it's rather unfortunate because, I mean, that Lumba is a big name. So obviously, there's a lot of bars that will be around that more than the Captain Ibrahim Traore movie, which is one of those things. It's not the best. But I feel he's just not happy with the fact that it coincided with his initial plan. I don't know whether there will be changes that will be done, or maybe the time will be shifted a little bit just to make sure that it will be convenient for both sides. But it's this issue that Scanty actually spoke about. Okay, he was like, why is he complaining about this thing? Because in essence, like I'm saying, I don't think it's deliberate in any way. And he said that even if he thinks that he thinks that maybe they should even scrap the movie so that they will make room for the Virgil night. And this is where I think Kojo Kansala Wayne, I mean, was just pissed because he felt like there's a bit of undermining of his project on the media by Scanty. And then, already they have pre-existing beef. He already has his beef with Koji Sheldon. I don't know whether it's a beef or it's just Willie or something, because it's as I grow and I grow. So then, yeah, I don't know what they really happened, but say beef was a beef was a then you more yet. What did they do? You were home beef. What did they think? What did they do? Me, I don't know. They do me like maybe I say boys are groovy, but maybe Lil'Win he's a character, right? So you don't know when he's playing and when he's actually serious. Yeah, because of the character and the brand that he carries. So you never know. But what I can assure you is from how he was speaking, he wasn't so happy with what the decision to actually host the Virgil night on that particular day. That's on the 2nd of August. But anyway, I feel it's not a big deal. I mean, there can be adjustment that will be done by Lil'Win's production team. I mean, they can maybe Lil'Win's can find a way to maybe tweak the day. If not the day, if it won't be possible, maybe the dates, right? They will maybe change the day to a more convenient time. Well, that's also possible. That's also possible. To me, that's how I see it. But that is what's going on in the media, and your man is really pissed. And from the video, he looks very angry as Scanty and is calling him names. And Charlie, it be one of those things, but be life. Some of these things, I mean, Daddy Lumba, I mean, transitioned to another place. He's no more with us. And after his death, there's been a lot of issue. And personally, on a more I don't know, on a more philosophical perspective, I feel life in itself, I mean, it's telling us a lot of things, because we've witnessed a lot of great men that have transitioned from this realm to the next, and you see, it's after their death, this world keeps on spinning. People keep on doing what they are doing. Quite recently was Diego Jota, the Liverpool player that lost his life. Life keeps on going on. It's Daddy Lumba. We've had a whole president who was in office that we lost him in Ghana. John Evans Atamios, His Excellency, may he so rest in peace. J.J. Rawlings was gone. He also he's someone that was really, really respected far and wide. He's also transitioned. Emisata transitioned a lot of people. So what I think is it's just I feel like life in itself, it's an opportunity. Every day there's an opportunity to actually experience with your five senses and maybe beyond if you can. Okay, because you never know when the time will be up, and the future that sometimes we plan towards is just imaginary. It's not within our control. We are not in control of the future that we are planning towards. And I think it's really some way if you have to die twice, right? Because if you are supposed to be alive, or you are alive right now, and then you are living like someone who is not alive. And because some people say that people they die at 20 and they get buried at, let's say, 40 or 50. Some people are just alive but they are dead because there's no spark, there's no purpose, there's no focus. It's like there's nothing there to fight for. I mean, there's a lot of dying to die. Be you who starting dying. Yeah, so after this place, there's a lot of dying. So when we are here, I feel we should take the time to take in some air and look around and appreciate what's around us. Not only for us, but for the people around us that are in our lives. Because you never know when the trip will be over. Because we are like tourists on it. We are on a big tour, and you never know when your time will run out. So I'm saying this because I feel like when it comes to the issue of it's a hard conversation, but it has to be hard. It has to be because we need to come to a place whereby we appreciate every day, because familiarity, they say, breeds contempt. But Charlie, life goes on after everyone's dead. I've never seen anybody that's transitioned and then life stopped. And the same thing will apply to me and you at some point. So, Charlie, we have to take our time and then appreciate the life that we live daily. Appreciate the people that are in our lives, and then know that, Charlie, we are not here forever. Some people came and then they left, and then we will come and then we go. So whilst we are here, we take our time to enjoy life the best way we can. Whatever you have to do it quick. Don't let anybody memo behind count you, massa. Do it quick. Whatever impact, no matter how big or small you think it is, at least take the first step. Don't let anybody intimidate you, Charlie. That thing you no go be here forever. At least try, try, Make nobody intimidate you. This one there, we advise you, but I don't know if you advise anybody. It's just a dialogue. It's a discussion. That's what do you think? Do you think that is the best way to live is to actually live like you live forever, when deep within ourselves we know we are not here forever? I don't think that's the best way. I'm sure a certain part of you agree with me. Anyway, I I don't mean to go on this lane, this part, but it's one of those things, Charlie. So with that one said, I'll see you on the other side. The name remains Donald, not Trump. Peace.